Alright, all that excitement for, well, going out there into the wild wastes to get back a settler. Oh well, now it is time to do what originally was intending to do.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating.
Okay, does that include me? Because I have been helping them out, so I would assume it also means me. Let's go find out. Let's go find out. Before we get everywhere or anywhere though, I assume also it means the police station where we had already been, which would be this place. So, but before we do any of that, I have a level up. And that level up means second rank of Grim Reaper Sprint. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. Level 20. I mean, this is obviously going to be a very, very awesome to get. To be able to get even more crates. But level 20 probably means finally a second rank of this. Because that is a very, very nice thing to have. And then we can start working on other things. Now, let's get out there into the wastelands. The police station, anyway. Get to the police station. Let's see. Hopefully there is nothing nasty in our way, or anything of the sort. I mean, I just walked past here to come back to the Hangman's Alley. Well, first we went that way to get the settler back, and then came back the same route because it was obviously clear the entire route, since I had already made my way through there. So, should be nothing here on the way to try and ambush us, hopefully, because having a nice, relaxing stroll in the... Well, it's not really all that dark yet, but it's like having a nice, relaxing stroll is kind of out of the ordinary for this place. So, it's sometimes nice to have one of those as well, instead of having to fight everything and anything which comes your way all the damn time. If nothing else, I'll start running low of ammo, but right now I have managed to get a whole bunch more of ammo though, so that is nice. This stairway takes me to the... Wait, what? That is blocked off? What is happening here? I distinctly remember taking that staircase up there before. And getting to this place.
Burn marks. Must have spent a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun. No one's gonna move on this place now that the Pridewin's in town.
Pridwin? Win? What?
Hey.
Paladin Dance is waiting for you inside, recruit.
I see you folks are really fortifying this place. That's kind of nice. And that is a big gun you have there. Really big gun. Okay. I am extremely glad I helped out these folks because they seem to have the hardware to at least, you know, start really helping me out and stuff. That would be nice. Everybody else seems to be running around with, you know, cobbled together pieces of things.
Cavalry's arrived. And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
Yeah, that ship was very nice.
That ship. I've never seen anything like it.
Amazing, isn't it? We call our ship the Pridewing. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Going to war against who?
After rolling that thing in,
You've certainly started a war.
If history's proven anything, it's that an overwhelming show of force has a chance of halting a conflict before it begins. Besides, why should we hold back when we have something like that at our disposal? That being said, you're about to get to know the Pridewing up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Okay, so... Wow, okay, he was in a hurry. You guys have restocked this entire place? Oh, I am so going to come back and, you know, re-examine everything and all that, but... right now, I'm all giddy. Let's go! They really have restocked everything. I might have to come...
Simps, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
I have been doing that. It's like, that's exactly what I have been doing. Very good advice, but still, I have been following that even before you told me that piece of advice. But yeah, I'll stop by and loan some of your tools, maybe, possibly, unless all of you get pissed that I am taking all of your tools, in which case that could be a little bit of a pain, right? But hey, I don't think they mind if I am helping them out. I am guessing we're going in on this. Yes. Let's go.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use.
Goodbye.
Make sure you
Goodbye.
properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals.
You know what I need? I need some whiskey. Goodbye is here with me. Knows exactly what this is all about.
The
It's like...
Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive.
Oh, there's the tower I cleared of the raiders.
I wish everyone down there believed in our cause. But they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory.
I didn't quite get what the actual, like, core...
We're on
Am I looking at the
airport. The Pridewing should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listen. There is a ship stuck on a building. Sorry, I entirely missed whatever you were saying. That I have to check that out. Wow, that seems fun or crazy, or maybe those two are not mutually exclusive. You know, maybe, possibly. Boston Airport. All right. So this is this is where your stuff is. Can I shoot down this? Okay, apparently I cannot shoot down our own transport. Alright, just checking. I wonder how much the fine would have been if I've accidentally shot this thing down and...
There she is. It's been far too long since I've been aboard. Alright, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Okay, I'm waiting to get aboard. This should be most interesting. Also extremely scary if they decide they don't want me around. This could be really dangerous, so... Watch my back, boy. Watch my back. Okay, that wasn't the smoothest possible landing I have ever seen. All right.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I field promoted her to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor her entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Pridewing and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
No, I am a lawyer, but I have been trying to learn this whole business while trying to survive.
Then what's a soldier supposed to look like?
A soldier is supposed to be an efficient killing machine. Not a relic from the past, playing catch-up with the rest of the world. If Danse hadn't stepped in and vouched for you, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Accepting outsiders like yourself has proven disastrous in the past. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
Can you tell me anything about Elder Maxon?
Elder Maxon is the supreme commander of the Brotherhood. Without his tenacity and his vision, we'd still be a small group of complacent stragglers, occupying the Citadel in the capital wasteland. In a mere decade, he's grown the Brotherhood of Steel into a major military force. He's an inspiration to us all. Is there anything else?
I know what my orders are, so no reason to ask that. He
I
told
don't have
me.
any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
So, really only option to answer you there was the final option to say absolutely understood, because, well, anything else would probably have gotten a stern lecture. And I love that my dog is trying to piss off everybody and everybody is just like ignoring him. Because it's like, it's a dog! So we will make an exception for you to push us around.
Welcome aboard. Elder Maxon is holding his address inside the command deck.
Okay, don't point that at me, please. So, come on, deck. Here then?
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. And beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their saints are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off of the Pridwin's hull. The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
Yeah, I got the idea that he didn't want to hear anything but the absolutely. And did you see that? My dog was all into that speech. It's a very intelligent dog, apparently understood every single word. Very much so. And I loved how well I fit in with the rest of them with this particular thing. I just hope that Kells dude doesn't get pissed because I was using the same hat he was using.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire, and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
What do you want from me?
I want you to start taking responsibility for this planet. To start making a difference. And from what I've read in Paladin Dance's reports, you've already begun that journey. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Alright, oh,
Communications
personal
array
storage
calibration test
I have a
successful.
personal storage
hands on.
container. Awesome. Data. Open your personal storage container and I need to report to Paladin Dance. Alright. Oh, right. Okay, it's here. Main deck. Let's go to main deck. Let's start checking out on things then. Report to Paladin Dance.
Sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
Oh, thank you. I kind of feel like some sort of a medieval thing though. You know, back in the Dark Ages for being called a knight. But I suppose can make
So how did
do.
it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking, bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
Good. Because we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and I don't want anything slowing us down. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
I'll go it alone for now, and come find you when I'm ready.
Suit yourself. I'll be in the mess hall if you need me.
Welcome
Okay,
aboard, sister.
There's a wealth of technology just waiting to be discovered out here.
yeah, I prefer having a dog with me, so there is that. Let's get rid of that thing. Get rid of the quest markers. I always personally find that a better way to make sure you explore absolutely everything.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from ferals.
Yeah, I have had that issue. That is an interesting outfit you have. With a proper armored chest. Okay, this is not my
I don't know
my
what the
home.
protocol is about having dogs on the Pridewing, so I'll just pretend I didn't see this.
If you don't have a protocol for it, then that's one fine thing. So I can like just take everything. Oh, this is Captain Kell's quarters. Let's not, because he's gonna get past, isn't he? So there is that. Yep, he's likely to get past. So I will just leave that be for the time being. Okay. Proctor Gwynland.
Good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
I have a few of those overdue books. What?
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
I thought you were just standing there.
Which books contain pertinent information?
Technical volumes, repair manuals, design philosophies, medical research. Anything that enhances the Brotherhood's knowledge. That's why I consider everything else a waste of paper.
Wait, what? Waste of paper?
Those books aren't a waste of paper.
If they don't expand the Brotherhood's technological knowledge, they're useless. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Should I come back when you're less busy?
Our recent arrival in the Commonwealth has left me with an immense amount of data to compile. None of that's your fault, really. You're obviously here for a reason. What was it again?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew. You were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
What type of technical documentation are you looking for?
The Brotherhood is primarily interested in collecting information that might assist us with our current mission. Medical records, science journals, weapon schematics. If it contains any type of useful data, we need to get our hands on it.
Maybe I could lend a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
All right then. Oh, I have met this person, which is fantastic. Wait, do I already have a technical document or something?
Quinlan?
Please, finish your introductions by all means. But I do hope you'll consider assisting me when you're done.
Okay, well, whatever. What kind of a quest is that even, which I suddenly gained? Collect technical documents, okay. Now I have one of those. Oh nice, there's a doctor on the ship.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure, I guess.
Sure, go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Well, you don't appear to be suffering from any long-term ill effects, so I'll assume you haven't. Third question, and please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Like those big green men, maybe? Maybe? I don't know.
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many Wastelanders answer yes to that question. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the Wasteland, I'll assume your answer is no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Oh, nice. There is a doctor on board and...
something as important as the Brotherhood.
Lancer? What kind of lancing do I want to know? Also, I do not believe I mentioned to Paladin Dance that I was a vault dweller. I don't believe I did. But I can't for the life of me remember right now if I did on the first meeting or not. Maybe I did? I don't think I did though. I think I mentioned that I was from Sanctuary Hills on the other side of Concord. I believe I said that. So how they know that I was a vault dweller? No clue. Maybe I'm remembering wrong what I said to Dance. Maybe. Possibly. Also, that final question in a medical exam, shouldn't that be something the, you know, recruiter asks, or the psychologists, or something?
There.
Maybe?
Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it...
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a Mirelurk. Got it.
There it is.
Kick a way through a Okay, I have been shooting them in the head. Maybe I should have been kicking them.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were Wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridewin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate? Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
Actually, you seem to be getting around really well.
I suppose it's better than the alternative. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Bay 3? Bay 3, so this one. So nice, I have a, wow, Mark II version. I'll take the fusion core. No, I wasn't meaning to get in it. I intended to use the fusion core taker. But at least this way I can have a look-see at this thing. Alright then. I turned the suit around.
Gotta clean them.
I'll take the fusion core out. Thanks.
My boots.
Have you been kicking your way through a mirelurk as well? Maybe I shouldn't ask. What is this?
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
You have a lot of guns for being in a cage.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
Wait, buy them? Since when does the military sell equipment to its own soldiers?
Since someone dropped a whole bunch of bombs and blew up every single factory that manufactured weapons and ammunition. Keeping the Brotherhood supplied takes caps, and everyone contributes to the cause. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
What sort of extra work are we talking about?
Oh, no. It's nothing like you're thinking. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Is there anybody else I still need to talk to? I thought it was, no. Meet with Elder Maxon. Alright. Very, very nice. Okay, let's talk about guns and ammo.
Tegan.
What brings you to me today?
I'll take a
set me
look.
up.
Got some choice weapons that just came in.
What do you have? Lasers. You have a whole lot of lasers. Maybe this is the time where I start worrying about, well, like, Brotherhood of Steel uniform. Do I start buying Brotherhood of Commando helmet? That looks nice. Combat armor. Combat armor. Chest piece. Is this where I start like buying Brotherhood of Steel uniforms and handing those out to my settlers? No. I still think I want them in the more regular military gear. Ammo. 45 rounds. Those are nice to have. 308 rounds. Nice to have. Maybe I start stocking up on fusion cells as well. If I decide that I will move on to using a laser rifle finally as the main weapon of choice. Maybe at some point. I don't think just yet though. Right now I'm still very much in love with this. And also how it looks. And I haven't been with the Brotherhood long enough to really feel at home with the whole laser thing yet. Right. I think I will be done here. I might see what I have to sell to the Poison and stuff. And maybe we will wander around Pridewing for another entire episode to find out just what all is here. Because this is a big, big place. But at least we went this far, got here and so forth. And I will see you folks another time.